Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome aboard the Tommy Williams Show. Welcome, 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 and happy Tuesday. I hope everybody had a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming on. Yee-haw and yee-haw. I wish I can get this. Maybe I could get a stand. I'd rather sit up here than down here, you know? Something about down. Down gives you the shadow under your eyes. I'm noticing some stuff about this whole thing. And it gives you that panda look. When in actuality, if you have it up high, then you could kind of see, whatever. I'm just noticing that. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Just trying to get my layout together, Crystal, Arg. Arg. All right, folks. Trying to figure out where I want to put this. Oof. Get it together one day. So I have a guest coming on this evening. Guest coming on tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow. Tomorrow I have. Thanks, Crystal. I did. Thanks. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas as well. Hey, Apple Crescent, how you doing? What else we got on here? Ladora. Hi, how you doing? You're at work, just checking in though. Appreciate that, Ladora. Happy Tuesday. Don't work too hard. And hang out with us for a while if you can. It's good to have you. Jovette, how you doing? Hey, Jovette and Louise, evening time. I hope everybody's doing well. Yep. Hang tight, everybody. I have my guest on the phone with me trying to muscle her way into the platform. What's happening, Donna? Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure you'll... Come on. No, we're not going to be until you show up backstage. And you've got to finish it all out by, entering the backstage and also getting a picture so you can put it up. Because folks, we don't want to just look at a circle and hear a voice. We want to see something. So just put it on a picture. Doesn't matter. Anything through the ages. Could be at any time. Something that you feel comfortable with and just put it up. And we're excited. So let's get the let out. Where's your daughter? How's your daughter doing? Is she feeling all right? So I got a real treat for you folks tonight, Donna. Donna, how you doing? How you doing? Okay. All right. So look, I'm going to go ahead and talk to the folks, and you sort that out, okay? And I have an earbud in, and I have you on mute. So when you need me, or if you need me, just call me. And in the meantime, I'm taking a look backstage because I know you'll be popping up back there any minute, right? And we'll see you soon. Call me if you need me. All right, Don. I look forward to seeing you. I'm going to stay on the phone. I'm just putting you on mute. I'm right here. Okay, folks. As you heard, our guest name is Donna. She's going to be coming on. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag on who she is and what she's all about. So hang in there, everybody, and just be patient. T Mac, how you doing? Ursula, what's up? What's up? Trinidad, what's up? Trini. Barbara, how you doing? Certainly will. All right. Love you, Wendy. Get well soon. Very nice, Barb. I'm going to go ahead and put that up there. Thank you so much. Yeah. Empress of light. How you doing? Welcome. Thanks for supporting the channel. Good to have you. So we got a big show, everybody. We're going to hang out for a little bit. And like I said, we have stuff planned throughout the week. My wife's coming on tomorrow, I'm thinking. And if she doesn't make it on, I'll be on to fill the gap. All right. So we're going to hang in there. And good things are happening. I'll tell you, 2022 has been pretty great. I actually got a call from a graduate of my college and a colleague or whatever, and classmate, and she said that I came recommended by the president of the institution. So it wasn't the president who was there when I was there, but it's the current president. And I thought that was really, really cool, that things have kind of, found their way to his ears. And, he actually had suggested that she reach out because, that's what we do at VSU. We support one another and our endeavors and whatnot. And so, I thought that was fantastic. So I'm going to make sure I give him a call or try to reach out and let him know that I certainly do appreciate his getting involved and support. Good stuff. DJ, what's going on? Miss Wendy. Yeah, you Miss Wendy. I know. Hang in there, everybody. Hey, listen. Hang in there. All right? Hang in there. That's something I'm going to say that. Hang in there. Tanisha, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah. From Newark. Oh, wow. Cool. Newark. Excuse me, folks. So my wife always has some fragrances and stuff going on around here. It smells great, but you got to be ready. Yeah. Glenda, evening time. Happy New Year to you as well, DJ. Good stuff. All right. So, yeah. So, So I have a couple of things on the menu for this week. I have, and I don't want to talk about it right now. I want to just kind of ease into things. Let's just get beyond tonight. But I like the time. What do you all feel about the time? I hope this is working for you. Instead of waiting for 9 o'clock, like 9 o'clock was always my time in the past. And so for me, getting in and getting on is great because I like to get on before I start unwinding and things. You know what I mean? Thanks, DJ. Good stuff. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, I like to get on before I start unwinding because once I start unwinding, then you'll get a kind of a watered down version of Tommy. So I don't want to give you that. I'd rather give you the fortified version. Yeah, giving you all the nutrients that you need. Let me see here. Okay. Thanks, Apple Crescent. If you have any businesses or know of any singers, dancers, tarot card readers who would like to promote on the show, please email Tommy and there's my email address, folks. And you know what? I've been getting quite a few emails, which is great. And so I'm able to kind of book things. And I want to get, I've got to get myself organized. This channel can really be at a whole nother level. And I've spoken to quite a few of you off the grid here, and you've been very supportive and very insightful as to, what you see in terms of the direction, in terms of, whatever I guess I have some sort of talent, but I like just talking. So in terms of, being able to just talk and communicate with you all, and then naturally the mantra of the positive vibes and stuff. Yeah. Thanks. And I'm going to try to, like I said, and like I'm going to try to follow through. I'm going to step up in 2022. I'm going to definitely step it up and try to be a little bit more consistent. I know we had a little rough start, or I had a little rough start dealing with the losses that I've been and had to deal with. But I assure you, I am even stronger and even more excited about the future. So we have some good things planned. And like I said, going back to the email, keep on reaching out to me. Let's keep on having these conversations. And yeah, there we go. Today I had my positive vibes hoodie on. I always feel a certain way when I wear any of my apparel, not because it's stuff that I came up with, but because it's just positive, I wear it, people are like, oh wow, positive vibes, man, that's nice, And then at one time I was thinking about the heart that's on there, like, I didn't know, with the heart, without the heart, but the heart, everything that's involved with that hoodie, the hoodie especially. I really like the hoodie. Folks, if you want to check out the hoodie, there are plenty of merchandise still out there. You could find it right here. Teesprings. Let me see here with that. Well, just click. You can click the link and it'll take you right there, and you're in there. Check out. Yeah, there it is. There's the link that's right there. Good stuff. Thank you very much, Apple Crescent. All right, DJ, you're a singer. Get out of here. So, what are we gonna do? Let's do something about it. Why don't you call? Last night I tried to do some the challenge, and I sang a little bit, but you know what? I need a singer, and that sounds great. Why don't you email me, DJ? Email me now while you're thinking about it, and then I can have it. I'll save it, and then we'll communicate at some point. Okay? Yeah, that'd be great. Because I got Danny, and I've got my cousin Renzi, and I've got Frank, on piano. I got people, so we could definitely get the music right for you, and get you out there blowing. Can you do it? Can you do that for the group? That'd be great. Oh my gosh. Yes, we'll do. Fantastic. And Louise is saying, can we talk? Can we talk? Right. Can we? Yeah. Like, can we talk? What's going on? I got you. All right. Listen, I've got my guest in the back right there. Let me see what's going on. She's trying to do some things. I'll let her get things all set. And when she is, Donna, I'm thinking that you could probably hear me. Now I could see you, Donna, backstage, so you don't have to worry about anything. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Can you give me a thumbs up on the thing, Donna, just so I can see? Yeah, thumbs up. So when you're all set, Donna, just give me a thumbs up, and I'm going to go ahead and bring you up, and we're going to start that conversation that we were talking about. Yeah. Meanwhile, folks, back at the ranch, Gypsy. Hey, what's going on, Gypsy? You were fantastic last night. Thank you so much for coming on. Oh, come on. Don't call me Mr. Tommy. Just Tommy is good. So yeah, it was great having you on, right, folks? You remember Gypsy TT Tarot last night? Tarot. It's tarot, right? It's not tarot card.
It's tarot, but it is spelled tarot.
Oh, what is tarot? Tarot.
It's spelled with an O. Tarot. But it's tarot.
Tarot card. Yeah. Well, thanks. Call you what? Call me Tommy. Call me Tommy. Yeah. So good stuff. Oops, I meant Tevin. Yeah, Tevin Campbell. Right. Yep. That's right. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'm just kind of eating up a little bit of time. I want to get too involved right here because any minute I'm going to get a thumbs up when Donna's ready back there. She looks like she might be angling a thumb. Looks like. Is that a thumbs up? Okay, trying to take a look. I can't see. All right, in a moment, she'll be ready. All right, so let's see. In the meantime, there we go. Thank you so much. There's another important message. If you'd like to send letters, gifts, t-shirts, size large is my size. Used to be extra large. Now I'm size large. So size large t-shirts to represent your states. Get some shout outs. Hey, for example, hey, thank you very much for the t-shirt, Apple Crescent, because Apple Crescent, I always mention Apple Crescent on folks. She's in the land down under. She's dealing with so much stuff down there. I mean, every time I turn around, something's closing up. The size of the bugs that they have out there when I talk to Apple Crescent is just insane. There's like the size of Frisbees. Imagine a spider the size of a Frisbee waking, outside, when you go outside, right? It's crazy, but we got some pretty big stuff down here in Florida, those alligators and stuff, and the iguanas aren't the smallest. Sometimes those iguanas can be kind of big. But anyway, so Apple Crescent, and Apple Crescent, she did actually send me a t-shirt and some things from that land down under. And so, for instance, I would shout out and say, hey, thanks. And I would wear the t-shirt and all like that. So good stuff. I can send me my I Can We Talk version. It's practice record, but I was practicing and it's a cappella. Do it. Send it to my email. DJ, send it to my email, and I'm going to see if I could pull it up. If I could pull it up and figure this whole system out, I could play it. I could play it while I'm on here and let everybody know that we have the talented DJ with their rendition of Can We Talk, or their rendition, because I don't know the gender. DJ. But it's nice to meet you, DJ, and thank you so much for playing along with us. That's what it's all about. Mimi, what's happening? Yay, Wendy. Yeah, good. Iguanas can be ferocious. Yeah, certainly. And they could also fall out of trees. Last year, I think it was, I've been last year, the temperature had dipped down to the 40s down here. And the iguanas, I guess, they couldn't stand it. So they froze and fell out of the trees like rain. They like leaves falling from the tree. And they were, sometimes they're big. They were pouncing onto the ground. And it was really, really horrible. It was sad too. But you know what? Some thawed out. And then they kept on running around, and it was like life as usual. It was the craziest thing. And I wouldn't talk about it unless I saw it. But I'm telling you, I'm reporting to you. It happened. Yeah. I messed up on some of the words, LOL. Yeah, well, I don't know if you heard my version last night, but I tried. Hey, Andrea, or is it Andrea? Hello, Tommy, and everyone in the comments. Is it Andrea or Andrea? So let me know. Is it Andrea 1 or Andrea 2? Andrea. I always like to try to pronounce the people's names right. And hopefully you come here on a regular basis so I can give you some shout outs and things. Oh, it's both. Both. Andrea and Andrea. All right. Hey. Nice to have you aboard. Judith Perez, welcome back. JP. All right. Happy New Year. This is great. Wow. What else we got going? Hey, Wendy. And you see, and hey, Wendy is right, because Wendy's down here. She was Was down here for the holidays and stuff like that. She's down. You know, visiting family. Our dad's real happy that she's in town and stuff, and it's been really great having her here. Came by for our annual holiday soiree we do. That's we, as in my wife and I. We put a nice holiday early, like a dinner, yeah, holiday dinner, because we didn't have dinner till around 5 o'clock. We started serving, and it was a long table out, mad chafing dishes, and you just go down a line and you just get what you need, whatever have you. Not the best way to serve during a pandemic, now that I'm thinking, but we were definitely spaced out. We had furniture and chairs and tables with tea lights hanging from the palm trees, and tablecloths, and everybody was nice and spaced out, music going on. It was great. Hey, Ashley, who's the twin? Oh, I'm the twin of Wendy. Oh man, I could show you some shots. Well, I gotta find them. What's crazy is that you have so many pictures growing up. Actually, I could probably still lay my hands on them. I have to get over to my parents' place. Everything. That's just like the hub for all the scrapbooks and stuff like that. All the old scrapbooks and things. It's crazy because you don't really think about that stuff, and now it's like, geez, what's going to happen with all the scrapbooks? But who really cares? I'm just happy that I still have a place to say my parents' place, And whenever I go over there, there's no disservice to my dad. But when I go over there, I go to visit my parents, or I go to visit I visit my parents' place. That's all I know. Yeah, and that's all I'll say. You know. But it truly is a blessing. All right, so Donna, it looks like you're in place. I see something that looks like it's still on the table, and I think that's the picture. I'm bringing you up. Ready or not, here we go, everybody. Let's welcome Donna Blues, ladies and gentlemen. What in the gazebas? Hey, how you doing, Donna? Donna, can you hear me? All right, let me see what's happening here. Might have missed a call. Let me see what's going on. Because I can't hear anything. Oh, Donna, you're muted. Your mic is muted. You have to unmute your mic. I can't do it from here. All right, everybody, hang tight. Yeah, we can't hear Donna.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you. Hey.
Hey. I gotta put James back on. Okay. How are you?
I'm doing well. So let me go ahead and clear this comment so we can see the picture there. That's a fantastic. I mean, hey, I know that guy. You want to go ahead and tell us who that is for anybody who doesn't know, folks?
Yes, this is James Gandolfini. He's a great actor. My favorite actor, actually. And this is a picture my nephew got me in New York, on the streets of New York, a while back. And the reason why I am not on the screen is because I explained to you earlier, I have COVID.
Yeah.
And my daughter has it as well, and I look horrible. Only because I just look horrible. And So you were nice enough to say that I did not have to come on, you know, with my face showing. So I thought I put James Gandolfini up there because um, I was going to tell you about the book that I wrote.
Yes, the book. Okay, so do tell, do tell. I'm just trying to get my self together right here, but we're all here. All these folks that are watching us are called the Tommy Cats, and you know what? You told me you subscribed, didn't you?
Tommy Cats, I love it.
Yeah,
That's really
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Thanks. You know
Can I
something
be a
crazy?
Tommy Cat too?
You are. You subscribed, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
You
of
are
course.
officially
Now I'm a
dubbed
Tommy Cat.
an honorary member of the Tommy Cat family.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Real warm place right here. You know, it's all about positive vibes and good
Yes.
energy and all
You know
like that.
what? I have this thing and it's in my book as well. And I'm telling you, Tom, it works. And all your listeners out there, Jim Carrey, I don't know if you know the story, but he asked the universe um, if he could be famous and meet all his goals. And he wrote out like $1 million check to himself, dated ahead of time, and he asked the universe, and it's the power of positive thinking. And it's the if you think positive, you can actually attract uh, all that energy to you.
Mm.
And
Let me get my
he
checkbook.
said, just ask the universe, and you will attract positive things if you remain positive. And that's what I
Wow.
did. And let me tell you, from then on, things just kept falling into place. It was amazing.
Hmm. Wow.
The law of attraction.
Yeah.
You know,
You
if
know,
you
it's you got to believe in something. Why not start
definitely
out with yourself?
you attract positive energy if you think positive. If you think
Yeah.
negative, you attract. It's the law of attraction,
Mhm.
and it definitely works. It
Yeah.
definitely works. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's like serendipity. Like when I started doing that, all these things just kept falling into place. It was just amazing.
Yeah. So Gypsy says that you sound really low. Is how's the volume, everybody? Everybody okay? I don't know.
I can get closer, Gypsy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That sounded great.
Is that better?
Yeah.
My lips are actually numb because of the COVID. But don't
Um,
worry, everybody. This round seems to be just like a bad cold, a bad flu. You
yeah.
know, it's
What?
not, only with people that have like underlying conditions, and even some of the people that I know that did, it's not, it doesn't seem to be a fatal thing. It's just that you have to take care of yourself. I think everyone, you have to get plenty of rest, take vitamin C, drink a lot of water, and I think everyone should do that. So in case you do get it, your body's prepared. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But even my mother, who had a liver transplant, and she's 79 years old, and I was dreading it. She got the booster and everything and the shots, and she's doing well.
And
And so that's a good thing.
you had gotten the shot, and did you get the booster as well?
I'm due for it. Like you have to wait a certain amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my mother got the booster, but she's a really high risk because she had a
Hmm.
transplant like 8 years ago,
Yeah.
and that's really, really high.
Hmm.
And she's doing well. I mean, of course, she got it worse, but she didn't have to go to the hospital, no breathing issues, and so she's doing good. So that's a good sign, But everyone should still take precautions, I think, and take care of yourselves, get plenty of sleep, and I drink orange juice. My brother jokes, he's like, "You and your orange juice." I'm like, I just want, keep vitamin C in my body.
Yeah. Sure. So
But
fans. So what sort of symptoms? You said the taste. You lost your taste, right?
yeah, only towards the end though. Like I'm at the very end of it, and all of a sudden, I drink very strong coffee because I take medication, so it makes me very tired. So I get really strong, and I drank it. I'm like, wow, this coffee is bad this morning. What did I do? And I'm like, then I realized that I can't taste. It
Mm,
doesn't taste like anything. And I'm like, wow, I guess that's what it is. But it's sort of like did you ever burn your tongue on like pizza?
yeah.
And you get that like numbness on the end. That's what it feels like.
Yep.
And my mother
Oh
just
wow.
told me the same thing. You can't taste a little bit.
Now
But I
how
thought it
long?
would happen in the beginning, but it seems to be at the end.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. And then your daughter, how are her, she's doing all right?
She's doing good. She's sleeping a lot. She's been sleeping. She's
Yeah.
sleeping actually now. She's probably gonna get up and be like, start talking to her friends on the phone, trying to stay up late.
Yep.
But
Jersey's virtual anyway, right? Or no?
no, some parts of it's virtual. But she still has school, but she's virtual now that she has the COVID. But you know, uh, it seems like every other person has it now. Like
Yeah.
in my circle, anyway. Like it's weird. Like it seems like it's just spreading like a cold. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
so strange how like I don't know. It's very hard to explain, but I think thank God it's not as bad. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem to be as bad as the first round.
It's
Thank
got to
God.
boost your immune system up. You know, you're drinking orange juice and apple crescent. It's suggested vitamin D, iron, and zinc helps build the immune system for this virus. Um, we also have Judith Perez wants to give big prayers going out to you and your family there. So I think that's great. Like I said, this channel here is just just what the doctor ordered. I mean, we're not clinical, but we definitely do pass along some good vibes, and they make you feel just as good sometimes, if not
Oh,
better. So
definitely. And I think
yeah.
praying, to God, and
There you go.
I mean that's always it's always good to do because thank God for a lot of things.
Yes.
Definitely. And I think that from here on I think it's gonna be okay. You
Yeah.
know. I just think everybody has to just stick together, help each other, and it'll be all right. A lot of people get really, really nervous. I work at a hair shop,
Hmm.
and my one friend, she's got double mask and she's got gloves and a face shield. And I'm almost afraid to tell her that I have it because I think she's gonna freak out. But people are really seriously nervous.
So wait, she wears all that, and then she's doing people's hair at the same time.
Yes, yes.
And you don't wear gloves when you do hair because that you can't do that really. It's be effective, I
No,
would.
she does. She does.
She wears gloves while she's doing people's hair.
Yeah, she's very, like the thin glove. She's very afraid. Some people get very, very
Yeah,
nervous.
yeah. Hey, look, I can't
But
blame you.
I think she's gonna calm down now when she sees that I'm okay and everything's cool. But the media though, you don't know what to believe. They build it up and stuff, but I think this round everything's gonna be okay. So I think everyone should just, like you said, take care of yourself and pray, and it's gonna be all
Absolutely.
good.
Yeah. So now listen, let's go ahead and dip into this what you do and everything. So you mentioned James and now let me pronounce the last name correctly because is it Scandalfini?
No, it's Gandolfini.
Gandolfini with a G. Okay, Gandolfini. Okay, James Gandolfini. Yeah, great. I mean, great actor. I'll tell you, he was phenomenal, and way too soon taken from us.
Oh yeah.
I've and you know what? After and then I started seeing other movies that he was in, and I can't think of any offhand, but I do remember seeing him and I saying, "Wow, that's him when he was younger and stuff." I caught him when he was
I
like,
know. The same thing with
I was like,
me. Like
"Oh
all of
my
a sudden
god,
I'll see him in a
yeah,
movie. I'm like, oh my God, that's him. I didn't
yeah,
notice him.
yeah." He was
And
real
you're
something. And
like,
then Jersey, I mean, you can't go wrong with Jersey, man.
oh no, of
So,
course
so,
not.
so now, what happened? How did you get into it? Because now your accomplishment now is that you've written this book entitled
Chasing James Gandolfini.
Right. Fantastic. And
Well,
so,
I got it's a true story
mhm.
because this is what happened. It started when I had a bad time in my life, and it started when I worked at a hair shop in Lodi, New Jersey, and we all love The Sopranos, and they filmed there one day, and I was out having my child, and I also was um, I had been I was left while I was pregnant, and I had a terrible breakup, and I was very distraught. It was just a bad situation, and I had gone off medication that I was on, and I had a pre bad pregnancy. The whole thing, I lost my job. I was just rock bottom. And on top of it, when I kind of had my baby, thank God she was healthy, best thing ever happened to me. I go back to my shop to get a haircut. I wasn't quite there yet. And they told me that James Gandolfini was there, and nobody called me to tell me. And I was like, that's it. I lose everything. I lose the love of my life. I lose my job, everything. And now, you know, they taped The Sopranos by my shop and nobody called me because everyone loved it. The Bada Bing is right there. And
Yeah, yeah.
I, so long story short, I was just like, "Ugh, I can't
The
believe this."
bada the bada bang, everybody, is a diner
Yeah. So anyway, someone
in
tells
Jersey.
me, "Oh, we're sorry, we're sorry." Someone tells me, "Oh, my brother, he has a extra agency. You can join." And I took the number, went there, and they said, "Well, if you join, we'll get you on The Sopranos." And I wasn't thinking straight. I didn't have money or whatever. Gave them my money or whatever. Wasn't thinking. I said, "Oh, I'm ripped off." And then, long story short, I'm not telling you the whole book, but I was in like 58 movies and TV shows.
Jeez.
And they promised me 99% that they would get me on The Sopranos if I joined. But it was expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought I got ripped off, and it kind of got me out of my stupor. I have all these stories about meeting all these celebrities, and I was waiting for the call to get on the Sopranos set because he had promised me.
Hmm.
And there's all these adventures and all what's going on, and
Hmm.
in the interim, you know, falter and do things I'm not proud of because my ex had came back into the picture. But there's a lot of lessons learned here. There's a lot of things in my past
And these
that
are these are this is your um part of your chapters. This is part of your book.
this is all in my book.
Wow,
There's
this
a
is,
lot of things
sounds
that
great.
are a little racy in there. It's not
Hmm.
really for people that are under 18,
Gotcha.
but there's things that you know, I think people can learn from.
Yeah.
Like things that you shouldn't do, and you'll see why. And I gotta, I think if it helps people as far as depression goes and what can cause the things that happen in your childhood, why you gravitate towards certain people, being treated badly, staying in relationships that are not good for you, seeing warning signs, following people that are doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of stuff, but I got a lot of really good reviews, and I'm really proud of the book. And if it helps people, and that's why I did it, I put myself out there, you know, um, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I don't want everything that happened to me done in vain, I want something good to come out of it. If
Sure.
it, because people think, oh, when they do bad things, um, they feel like, oh, look at my past. Everybody knows I'm this, I'm that.
Hmm.
No, you can always reinvent yourself. You
Yeah.
own it. I did this. All right. I learned from it, and you move on.
Yeah.
And that's
And it's
it.
all and it's also a a lesson for
And
many.
there's a lesson, yes.
It's a lesson. That's the
And
important
you
thing.
don't have to feel like, oh, I'm a loser because I did this drug, and oh
Right.
my God. No, you
It's
have to.
rare, if any time, that events happen in your life that are for naught. I think that everything has a purpose. You know, so you know, hey, I think it's wonderful. And it's funny that you say you pretty much you're airing yourself out. You know,
Oh boy,
you're
yeah.
airing yourself out, and I'm very familiar with that because I remember when Wendy had done her tell-all books and stuff like that. This was early on when she did her first one. She wasn't living at home, but she was home enough. I think I still living at home. I may have still been living at home or around the home enough where we were sitting at the table a lot, and it was just awkward. It was because Wendy was like leaking, and she has the right to leak. Just don't put everybody in the leakage with you. Put everybody in the
Oh
oil
yeah,
spill with
yeah.
you. That's the key. You got to try to it's a sketchy situation because you want to tell all about yourself, but if something involves other people in the family, it's like it's kind of hard. I know a lot of things that Wendy in her tell-all books we were together, and we've had our pasts, and and that's what makes us close, and but I say this because it's very commendable for people, and it's a very strong, a very good attribute to have, to be able to face yourself and your weaknesses and your mistakes and things like that, and just and I think it's great. We need more heroes. We need more role models, and I think what you're doing is taking a position of a role model, because there's lots of people that are crying out for help and are in despair, and they just don't know how to seek or where to go. But
Right.
it's through
Especially the
your
depression,
yeah.
I've been to that point.
Mm,
And it's, if you've never been there, you'll never understand
yeah.
how crushing and it could be. And some people don't know how to deal with someone like that. And it's, you know, the only way you would understand if you've been through it. And I think by reading somebody that's been through it, and it's comforting,
Yeah.
because you know that you're not the only one that's going through this,
Yeah.
and like I said, that's why I did it. I definitely stripped myself naked. And you're right about family, because my family wasn't thrilled at all. But I didn't. It wasn't about them. But nobody likes
Yeah. Yeah.
them to
And
know
that's
about your
that's
dirty
always been the
secret.
running. Yeah, that's always been the running thing in my family. Like, people are waiting, like, Tommy, when are you gonna write a tell-all book and stuff? And I'm like, I'm not into the whole Aaron. I mean, that's Wendy's thing. That's good. I'm just chill, you know. But I think it's great what you're doing. I think it's fantastic.
Well, I'm planning on having it. It's going to be a movie one day.
Oh
It's just a
boy.
matter of waiting for the call.
I think that's fantastic. I think that's fantastic.
I think it's going to make a great movie, and I'm hoping David Chase gives me that ring, and we get it together, and I put it out there in the universe, and I feel that
so
energy coming to me.
yeah. So I mean, folks, so we're sitting here pretty much. Um, this is not premature because the book's already written. It's out. Can people get a hold of the book?
Oh yeah, it's on Amazon,
Fantastic.
Goodreads. It's
Okay.
also
Do you see
it's on
how to
ebook.
to comment to me? I think there might be like a private comment box, or just search around what your features are on your thing. If by chance you find anything like that where you can comment, if you can type in your information, I'll go in and cut and copy it, and then I'll put it into the chat, and I'll post it so everybody can see how to find your stuff. Or if you
Yeah,
want to say,
all you have to do is
okay,
Google Chasing James Gandolfini. It'll come right up.
Okay. All right, folks. So you heard it. Google chasing James Gandolfini and the book and
Donna Blues,
hmm?
and I'll I'll come right up. And
Yeah.
I recommend it for anybody that's had childhood trauma that followed, and it followed them through adulthood. And you know, it happens a lot, and you'll have a better understanding of it if you read this book. And like I
Hmm.
said, it has something for everyone. It touches on all bases. So
Wow.
I think a lot of people say they read it cover to cover. It's a very easy read, and you know, it's it's very educational too on what can happen to you if you go down certain paths. And
Yeah.
because I lived it, I was there, so I can describe it to you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I say in the book, I wore many hats. I know what it's like to go through that. So I can tell you step by step what will happen to you. Not what will happen to you, you know. So I'm very proud of it, and I'm so happy that you let me come on your show.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
hopefully I can come on face to face. I can show
Yeah,
you the book.
it's gotta happen. I'm gonna be checking in on you, and we're gonna make that happen. The important thing is that you and your daughter, come out of this, on top and things. And I do believe that that'll be the case. You sound real positive and optimistic about things, and you're taking the right approach, staying in, nursing yourselves, drink plenty of orange juice, checking into those things that Apple Crescent was saying, vitamin D, the zinc, and all that stuff. And just try to take care of yourself. I'll be giving you some wellness calls too, because now that
Oh,
you're
thank
now
you.
you're a Tommy cat,
Let me
hey, gotta
let
look
me
out
tell
for you.
you, Tommy is the nicest guy. I mean,
Oh,
I just reached out to him, you know, and he's just so sweet and kind. And it's so nice to come across people like that, because in this world, and if you're feeling a certain way, it's just nice to come across with just nice people, and
that's
he's a great
nice.
guy.
Oh man,
This is to your
you know,
listeners.
when you say that. First, I'm listening to my wife over the side, like, "Whoa, grah, grah," she's saying it. But then I'm going I'm taking my attention all the way to the heavens and saying, you know what? I think that's wonderful, and thank you so much. Um, it's truly my mother, you know it's truly my mother, and the loss, and just me just grabbing a hold of this and just ripping and running with it. We still have our folks, and our folks even coming here, the folks trolling on through and whatever have you, but you know what, they're
You
here,
have your mom and dad
they're
still.
supporting just like everybody else. And you know what, I have everything I need to win in this space. I have so much
Well, you
positive
know what?
energy.
No one will ever love you like your mother and father. I've learned that
Yeah.
in my life. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Sorry. I shouldn't say, oh my God. Sorry, God.
Yeah.
But it's true. Like, I still have my mother. I miss my father
Blessed.
dearly, and my
Hmm.
brother passed. Oh,
Oh,
another thing
sorry.
though, everyone should get tested. Go to the dermatologist and make sure you get tested every year. Skin graft. My brother passed away from melanoma at 39,
Oh
and
boy.
I just want to give that awareness. If you have
Yeah.
anything that's a little bit shady, he just had something on the back of his leg. You don't know, when you get older, you get all these, God knows what. You
Yeah.
know, just just get a scanning.
Yeah.
It's 100% curable once it's found, but
Yeah.
he waited and stuff like that. So, if somebody hears this and it could be prevented, or you see something, like, we didn't know about melanoma at that time, either did he. We heard about skin cancer, but he had a very light skin. He always played baseball, but you should always go and get test, like checked. So if anyone's hearing this, if they have something suspicious, just go to the dermatologist, and like I said, it's 100% curable.
Hmm.
So I just wanted
Yeah,
to
an
add that
ounce of
in honor
precaution.
of my brother,
Yeah, you know it.
on a positive note, because he's a great guy, and
Yeah.
he's smiling down in heaven like everybody else.
What was brother's name? What's your brother's name?
My brother's name was Michael.
Michael. All
His name
right.
is Michael, and I love him dearly. And he's a great father,
Yeah.
great everything.
Yeah.
And but I just think sometimes you just think when it's your time is your time, I guess. But the heavens are a lot brighter that he's there. I've been watching a lot of this stuff. Let me tell you, Tom.
Yeah.
And I just found out Betty White, right when
Yeah.
she just passed, she
Mhm.
called out her husband's name. Everybody, this is the program called Surviving Death, and you got to watch this show. It's on Netflix.
Mhm.
It's about somebody. She's a doctor, and she died and went to heaven and then came back. And why would a doctor make this up? A surgeon,
Yeah.
and it's just incredible what she saw and when she came back. And they told her that someone was going to pass away, and they did. And but Betty White and my friend's mother and somebody else's mother, right before they die, they see somebody, like they see their husband, and they say their name, and like, oh, Howard, like they see them. And then when I just heard Betty White called out her right before she died, she called out her husband's name, like as if she saw him. Isn't that
Mm.
incredible?
That's very incredible.
I love things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Folks are so connected. Everybody was concerned, and with reason, when my mom passed. My parents, they were married for 63 years, and um, you know, everybody was just trying to see that he's okay.
Oh, your
Because
dad.
when you have that connection with somebody, you just feel like, oh boy.
Oh, I
You
know, I
know,
know.
and I'm just imagining, here I am at 23 years. I can only imagine what 63 years with
They were
this.
together 63 years?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Hey, look, by the
Wow.
way, folks, I just want to share my dad. So what he does sometimes, we had gone grocery shopping last week, and I'm always trying to make sure that he's getting stuff that, I mean, he wants to eat his stuff. He wants to, he says, you know what? Hey, look, I'm 90 years old. I want to eat it. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. Yeah, but you know what? There's no need to go crazy, because you're still here, and there is such thing as a healthy diet still that it'll keep you right. So he cooks and stuff and makes his stuff. He sent this salad. He prepared the other day for himself and plated it and everything like that. He's always watching Nita plate stuff and everything. So there was this plate, dinner for one. He had a nice salad with tuna fish on top. He had his crackers off there to the side, um,
Wow.
and his drink, and he folded his napkin and put his silverware, his cutlery right there, and really did it up. And then he sits, and my dad, he's always wanted to say his blessing. I mean, it could be any time. It could be
He
standing
says
up
his
at a ball
blessing right
game.
before he eats?
Yep. Even if he goes to a ball game, he's not going to bite that hot dog until he says something,
Oh,
for himself.
wow.
So isn't that something? And so he made that. And then the day he called me, he was like, "I'm at the gym. Turn the FaceTime on." I was like, "Oh man, this guy, he's going berserk." He's, because I
And
like
he's
getting him.
90 years old?
He's 90 years old, and he was down there at the gym. He
Wow.
is still he was on the bicycle, on the elliptical, and he was getting ready to go over some other stuff. Jacqueline, thank you so much. Thank you, Jacqueline. Happy New Year. And he made this fish tonight. It was
That's
nice.
amazing. You sound like you have incredible
Swimming
parents.
in olive oil, but he did it. Yeah,
Are
we
you
got it.
any
It's crazy, the relationship that's evolved over this past year or so. With my dad and I. We I never heard my parent. Well, I did hear him curse periodically, but I was always like, "No, what are you doing? No, you're not supposed to." And I was always like, "Mister, do the right thing." you know.
Oh, really?
Then I turned into a Giacomo, but you know, but he you know, so now it's like a couple of sailors in the building, you know, give me that, get your ass up, you know, let's do this, you know, you're slowing me down, you know. So it's crazy. And
Well,
we
you
have a lot.
sound like you have an incredible wife as well. You guys have been married for quite some time.
Yeah, yeah, we've been married for a while. We've been married 23 years, and um
Wow, 23 years is an accomplishment.
yeah, and then having you know, moved down to Florida, you know, it's pretty neat because we get a chance to kind of explore and navigate our way, you know, together down here, you know. So
And
it's
you
like,
were
you
up
know,
here in Livingston?
yeah, well, yeah, coming down to Florida, you know, because
Yeah,
my
yeah.
wife's from Jersey as well, and so you know, when you travel someplace and you're both from another place, then you could, you know, you have that common thread, and you know, it's just one more thing you have, you know, to talk about, and you feel like this is home. Like this is, you know, I'm right here. I need this right here because, you know, we're Jersey, you know, in our neighborhood and stuff like that. And the average person that we come or you know, on a regular day, we're not going to run into people from, you know, Jersey. We will, you know, occasionally, but I mean, you know, it's nothing like being able to say, wow, you know, you have this history together. Having a history with somebody, I guess that's what I'm getting to. Not really location or
Well,
region, but just
she's
having that
like
history.
I'm sure your wife is like your best friend, you know. I'm sure
Yeah,
you guys have your, arguments and stuff. You've been together so long, but at the end of the day, you know, you're probably very, very close,
yeah,
and
yeah. It's nice, and that's why
I've never been married, so I I always went for the wrong guys,
gotcha.
but I have a lot of respect for that, and I'm sure she's a wonderful person.
Yeah, yeah. She actually does a show on Wednesdays and Sundays with the meeting in the powder room with the ladies, and they come on, they talk and stuff, and
Oh, really?
you know, cover some topics and different things like that. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I'll have to check
pretty
that out.
neat. Now you're a Tommy cat. You know, there are super cats. Super cats, I'll tell you, for super cats.
Oh, wait, on her show, you're a super cat?
Well, on this platform, you have Tommy Cats and you have Super Cats, and then you have, you know, a lot of my Super Cats. They're moderators as well. You probably see folks with these fancy little symbols next to their. Are you seeing any of the chats that's coming up? I've been putting some messages up here for you as well that been
No, no,
talking
no.
about.
I'm not showing my face.
Oh, so you can't see the screen on the phone at all. You're
No,
just kind of
no,
like
I
hanging out off to
can't.
the side.
I can't. I can't see it. I'm just have my phone towards um James Gandolfini.
All right. Well, James is seeing all the comments.
Yeah, what you were writing me stuff?
Yeah, well, the people, folks in the chat, they've been communicating and sending stuff up, and you know,
Oh, I'm
paying respect.
sorry, everybody.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, you know, that goes to show. Now you have to come back because you know these folks are like, I can't believe it. They feel
Well,
snubbed.
when I do come back, I have to tell you what happened, and it's in the book that was amazing. When I come back, I have to tell you the story. And I wasn't going to put it in the book because I didn't think people would believe me, but I did take a picture to prove it. When I was writing the book, I'll tell you the one person that visited me. I was I met Robin Williams in real life before he died.
Oh
He
wow.
did a Law and Order SVU anniversary special,
Hmm.
and I was writing my book, and I stopped in this cafe I never went into, and it
Hmm.
was by East Hanover, by Livingston. I was up there. I forgot what it was. So I'm sitting there, and I was writing about the episode, and I look up. I swear to you, and I see this guy, and he looks at me, and he looked just like Robin Williams. And I'm like, this is weird. I'm like, do you know you look just like Robin Williams? And he goes, oh, yeah, I get that all the time. I'm like, I'm just writing about him right now. And he goes, oh, it was just so strange. I'm like, well, what a coincidence. I said, can I
Wow.
take your picture? So I took his picture. And then I was like, that's weird, you know? Then I'm in my library in Richfield Park. I don't know if you're familiar with that town.
Yep.
And everybody knows everybody. You know, if you see a new person, you would know them.
Yeah.
I swear to you, Tom, I'm sitting in my library and I'm typing on the computer. And I look up and guess who I see?
Nanu Nanu.
No,
Work from
I
work.
see someone that looks just like James Gandolfini.
Oh
It
man.
wasn't him, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm like, come on. I said, come on. This is, So I said, maybe I'm just thinking it does. So I said, I'm not going to tell him he looks like him. I'm going to go over and see. So I went over. I said, does anyone tell you you look like somebody? He goes, oh, yeah, that mobster on TV, James Gandolfini. And I was just like, this is too weird. Yeah, I was just too weird. So the next couple of days I was there and he was still sitting there. And I look over at him. I'm like, this is just bizarre. This whole thing. I'm telling you, the honest truth. And I said, can I take a picture of you? And he said, no. And I said, okay. So it was just, I'm telling you, it was the strangest thing. And I just felt somebody was guiding me through this whole thing because so many things happened, like getting on Talking Sopranos, which was a long shot. Um, Somehow I made it into the private party they had at the real Sopranos house.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so many things happened. Like it was very
So
strange,
somebody.
but I'm very happy about it.
Yeah. Good stuff. Just trying to search for the chat while I have you on here too. Number one Soprano fan here. Great show, an amazing cast of the show. Yeah, got another Soprano fan on. Yeah, so
Actually, I want to let people know there's a couple of movies coming up, really great movies. I
hmm
want to let all your listeners know, and they have a lot of Sopranos people in it. Um, they'll be coming out this year. It's called the one movie is called The Family's Feud,
hmm.
and it's about a bunch of mobsters trying to bury a body in the woods, and they come across these Bigfoot hunters, and it's like a comedy. And these hillbillies, and anyway, it has a lot of people in it. Artie Pasquale, who was in the Sopranos, Sean Fiore, um, William DeMeo.
Did you
Um,
get a chance to interview any of the family for your
Me,
book?
no, no, I didn't interview the family because it
Gotcha.
wasn't really a biography about him. It was just basically. So the Family's Feud is coming out, and then there's another movie called The Mob King,
hmm
and that's going to be great. And that has a lot of Sopranos people in it, and it's going to be The Mob King's going to be really, really good, and that's going to be coming out as well.
We were watching a movie the other night, Nita, weren't we, with one of the Sopranos guys? Huh?
Which one's that?
Yeah, yeah, I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name either. It was good. I forgot what it was. I'm always watching like an hour of the movie and then I fall asleep. Then I'm like,
No, I can't
then
stay up
then
that late.
yeah, then my wife, she's like, I have a good movie to watch. I'm like, I saw that. And then everything she puts on, I'm like, I saw that. But if and as facts, I did see it, but I didn't see the whole thing. You know, the movie, I
Right, because
fall
you were
asleep
still
halfway through
asleep
every
at the
movie I
end.
watch. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, hey, well, you sound very talented, and you sound good for a person who's going through it. You know, you definitely have some positive energy about you. I would, you never know people's situation until you are welcomed in to find out about it, and you're told about it, and I definitely thank you for coming on. Look forward to getting a hold of your book. Um,
I would
look-
love to hear a review from you. And maybe, I think your wife, I would love to hear a review from your wife. What's your
Yeah.
wife's name? I'm sorry.
Renita.
Bernita. Oh, what a pretty
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, Renita.
Yeah, I
And,
would love
and
to
and
hear.
and you know what? And I'd like to be able to give you some feedback on a read. I actually it's a running joke kind of in here because my dad's a writer.
Is he?
Yeah, he has a book that he just put out last year. Um, and so it's actually in here as well. Hey, Nita, what does that say over there?
Just draw.
Here, hand me.
Just to reserve.
Yeah, let me see here. I'll hold the book up here. Thank you very much there, Nate. Appreciate that. So this is the book here. Justice Will Be Served.
Justice Will Be Served. That
By-
sounds good.
By Thomas Williams.
And what is that? What's the premise?
Stop, Boogie. And so it's
Yeah.
okay, hang on 1 second, folks. Give me 1 second. Okay, just checking. Neighbor. Justice Will Be Served by Thomas Williams. Yeah, I don't want to go into, all that it's about and stuff. But I will tell you, he's been writing books for a very long time, since the 80s.
Wow.
And he put out, I think, about four novels. I feel so embarrassed and ashamed. I know he's ready to say, "Get out of the family. That's it. You're done." Because I need to do better in 2022. I'm going to read it, Dad. I'm going to read it because he watches the show too. So I know he's sitting there like, this guy, and he just dances around. He's just a dancer. He's dancing away, But yeah, I started it. I didn't get that far, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it done. And my dad, he actually autographed the inside and everything. He had big plans for me to go ahead and read this thing.
You got to get on a beach and just.
That's it. I think the beach would be a good place for me to read. But you know what? I'll probably go in the water and just this book will sit there. And
you know what? You probably have that.
Got to do it, man.
You know what you have to do? You got to get it on audio.
That's what I'm talking about. Audio book. Now you're talking. I could do a nice drive. I'll take a nice 3-hour drive and ride up the coast and just listen.
Some people have too much nervous energy.
That's me. I can't sit. I can't sit and just, once
I know a lot of people that are like that. It's not anything against, your book or anything.
Yeah, and then I question my literacy. I'm like, okay, wait, my literary skills and capabilities. I think you hit it right on the head, and I'm going to use that if you don't mind. My nerves.
Well, I can tell. I mean,
anxiety. I'm an anxious person. I don't even like to sit still for too long.
No, you have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And it works out good for you because you do, and all that. But a lot of people I know like that cannot sit down and read a book. Very hard for them. That's why audiobooks were invented.
Oh gosh, please. And I asked my dad, I remember, but I don't think it's on audio. But I don't know. Maybe it is now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he could read it to me.
There you go. You have to have somebody read it to you. So maybe you can have someone read you a chapter every night.
Oh boy. That would be nice.
Your dad can't take it personally. It's your nervous energy will not allow you to do it.
Yeah.
I know people that can't read my book because of they have that nervous energy. They can't sit and concentrate for that long.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with your, literacy or anything like that. It's just that's the way it is. How people that can't sit that long, they always have to be doing something.
Yeah. Hey, what happened? Oh, I bet the battery died out. Wasn't it great talking? Yeah, I've been trying to suppress that yawn, folks. I'm actually having a wonderful time, and hopefully you're having a good time as well. Good conversation. I was actually having I was speaking with Donna a couple yesterday and then today, and then through talking and stuff, I was like, wait, we've got to save some stuff to talk about so we have it nice and organic when we get on, like it's fresh and we're not just like doing a rehearsal and saying the same stuff. But she's very, very easy to talk to, and I'm talking to a picture of James Gandolfini, and I can only imagine actually speaking with Donna. So we'll look forward to having Donna come back on the show. I'll close out with Donna when I get off with you all, and then I'll give her a call and tell her how grateful I am for her coming on. I'm hoping that you all have enjoyed this evening. I'm keeping an eye backstage. Thanks, Apple. And DJ, I see your request. Can I be a moderator? You want to go on the cruise, but you didn't get the vaccination. Well, you know what? Unfortunately, with the cruise line, it's mandated. You have to have the vaccine to be able to step on board and stuff. And we got to be safety first, and make sure we keep other people safe. In terms of anything else, DJ, there was something on here, and I do appreciate moderators, your great job you always do at putting different things up. There was some information on the super cats. So, DJ, I know you've come through, and I know you said you sent something dealing with your singing and things of that nature. So let's have a conversation on the outskirts, and we'll see what's happening. All right. So good. I'm glad you're enthusiastic about the cruise, and enthusiastic about playing taking on a role within the channel and stuff. And folks, everybody, I'm just grateful that you're here and that you take this kind of time out. The day is long and sometimes rough, and we get beat up, but it's nice that you all have gravitated to this platform, and it's a great place for me. I look forward to coming here because it's a great way for me to close out my day. I just find it to be comforting, and I don't have to put on an air and sit here and try to just putz around with you all. I could be myself. And that's what it's all about. So folks who came through and talking about, me and the name I put on, and putting Wendy's name on and stuff. Yeah, you doggone right. I'm Wendy's brother. I'm going to do the doggone thing, and, that's between me and Wendy and the family. But everything is good. And I do appreciate you all coming here because, when you come in here and when you ask about Wendy or you make comments like, what are you doing and stuff like that, it shows the allegiance. It shows allegiance to at least somebody in the Williams family. And that's good for me. I often told my parents, I said, listen, don't worry about me. You worry about the girls, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'm a survivor, truly, I feel as though I am. But I always talk to, and when I talk to my sisters, I always say, you two hang in there, and make sure you two are girls. So, you have, stuff that women deal with as you get older. You have stuff to talk about. You have more in common than I have. I had my big commonalities with a sister would have been with Wendy, but it was, early on. We had lots of things in common, growing up. I've got my mate now. I've got my wife, and then, and she's always will have me, and she will always have, siblings and family to call on and whatnot. But, I do believe that I like to see that everybody is okay. And I've always done that. I've always put everybody in front of myself, just to make sure everybody else is all right. Because I know God will take care of me at the end of the day. Right? So I just kind of, that's my own little recipe for life. I just, I'm for the people. At any rate, yeah. Justice will be served. Thanks. Great man right here, Thomas Williams. This picture right here, take a look at that guy. That was him back in the day. Isn't he something? Look at the head on that guy. Woof. That's a cabeza. Yeah. That's my dad. Proud of that guy. You know, he has he has more novels he's working on now. As a matter of fact, when he was here the other day, or no, we were over there, and he had me to help out with the task of pulling up some stuff that he was writing, and he was on another chapter. And I said, I was trying to find out. He was concerned because he wanted to make sure he didn't lose the stuff. And I don't know what chapter he was on, but he stays pecking away, you know. And I'm trying to figure it out because I never see him doing any writing. You know, like, who does all the writing, man? He's like, well, I do it. You know, he's been doing it for years. And then when I was younger, he used to close himself off down in the study. He used to have this designated area in the house, down in the basement, in the quiet corner, and, you know, all paneled and quiet and not soundproof, but very quiet in there. All his literary works, and then he's big on Hamlet and Shakespeare and all those old things, whatever. And you know, tell you, I walk in there and feel like going to sleep. There's so much stuff, but the guy is amazing. He's amazing, and he works that mind. He works that brain, y'all. He works that mind every day in some capacity. And I said, well, Daddy, forget. How do you remember where you left off? I mean, how do you get back to that thought? He says, well, I'll go back to the chapter. I'll go back to the preceding chapter and read it. I'm like, wait, first, because I thought he was reading. I was like, do you read the whole book and then continue on? He said, no, I just, you know, go back to the chapter where I left off, and I reread that and then go ahead. And he said, I enjoy doing that. Then sometimes I'll go by and I'm like, what are you reading? Oh, Justice Will Be Served. I'm like, didn't you read that last week? He's like, yeah, I'm just reading through again and, you know, noticing different things. He'll have Post-its and stuff all stuck in all of his pages and comments and things. And he's just, he's all right. I wish I had him next to me when I was in college. I would have been like, what's the answer to number 2? You know, he's a real intelligent fella. Anyway, strike that last comment. I was smart too. So yeah, so if you want to contact me, then you have my information. trainwithtommy@gmail.com, folks. I'm putting my landing gears down. We're gonna go ahead and get into the evening. I think Nita has some things going. Looks like we have Salmon. She's a miracle worker, I'm telling you. She came in and just went straight to work over there. So she's like a little Keebler the elf. Remember Keeblers? Do you know they went out of business? No more Keeblers. Now it's Nabisco. So, and I know that because one of my favorite crackers was made by Keeblers, and it was the Toasteds crackers. Anybody like Toasteds? Yeah, they used to make a bacon. One with bacon in it, and that was back in the 80s, I think, or 90s. It might have been 80s and 90s. And then they must have discontinued it because I didn't see it any longer. And they had an onion cracker. And then that disappeared. And then you have the 3-in-1, which is the butter crisp or butter something, I think it was. And then the wheat or the whole wheat or something. I'll forget it. You can't remember. Can you read? You know what it is, Nita? You know what I'm trying to talk about?
No, not really. I'm kind of.
Oh, okay. She said, oh, please, Tommy. Over there babbling. Well, there it is again. If you'd like to send shirt gifts or anything like that, or just want to drop a line and say, hey, Tommy, there's the address right there. You might want to take a shot of it real quick. Okay. And so P.O. Box and all that there. And also, folks, I know that a lot of you have been sending things, notes and whatnot to Wendy, and I've been getting them and I've been forwarding them on up, or I've been hanging on to them because it seems that she's in town quite a bit. So she's been getting them, and she says thanks. And I encourage you to, if you want to say something or whatever have you. I know that Wendy's there were some nice things that Wendy had gotten, actually, because I don't open the stuff. I just put it on the side and give it to her, or else I'll drop it off over at my dad's and she'll pick it up. So thank you. And Keebler elves, yeah. So now Nabisco's got them. Yep. Good stuff. So, okay. Well, this is where I get off. This is my station stop, everybody. I want to wish you all a wonderful evening. For those of you who are already into Wednesday, have a wonderful day. And everybody, let's get ready for hump day. Okay. Put your best foot forward, everybody, and stay positive and stay masked up. I'm rooting for you. Thank you so much for giving up your time this evening. Hopefully you enjoyed our guests. Okay. And we'll look forward to having Donna Blues come on another time. Okay. So we'll look forward to her coming on another time and showing her face and maybe a copy of her book as well. And in the meantime, folks, you can get her book on Amazon. So please, Chasing James Gandolfini by Donna Blues. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful evening. Stay tuned for some more great conversations as we move into the week. Tomorrow is meeting in the powder, meeting with the ladies. Meeting in the powder room. Okay. Yeah. So look forward to that with Nita and her crew. And then I'll see you hopefully on Thursday and Friday. But you'll probably see me at some point tomorrow as well, because I just can't get enough of you all. And that's a good thing. Gypsy TT Tarot, thank you very much for coming back. You are, as you already know, you're a Tommy cat, and I thank you. And thank you for that wonderful message you left regarding last night. I thought it was simply magical, the way you swooped down and gave that great read to Goddess. And then you engaged in all the discussion and, all the little quirkiness that goes on here and sparkle and stuff. And I think it was just a great, great time. Thank you so much for giving us a chance. You all newcomers to the channel, thank you for hanging in there. Hopefully you had a good time and found us to be entertaining and maybe informative as well. Feel free to come on back anytime. You're now a Tommy cat as well. And for even you folks that, have some reservations about, me or whatever have you, hopefully you got a chance to see what we really are all about and see that there's no smoke and mirrors here. We shoot straight from the hip. And we'd love for you to come back. And just remember, we're positive here on this channel all the time. Have a great night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, yes, I know where I was going. Oh, yeah, newcomers. And so don't forget, newcomers, if you're here and you liked it, share it. All right? Like, subscribe, share. Hey, Jacqueline, thank you very much. And thank you for all that you do, Jacqueline. Those nice comments. Thank you very much for your kind words. Have a wonderful night, Jacqueline. Everybody have a wonderful night. Take care. God bless. All right. If I didn't catch your comments now, you could still send them, and then I'll watch this video later. I'll get alerts when comments come in. And don't forget, if you want a more personalized conversation or you have any type of input or suggestions for the channel, please feel free to reach out to me at trainwithtommy@gmail.com, folks. trainwithtommy@gmail.com. Good night. Yeah. That's the way to go out right there. Good night.